All right. Welcome, everyone, to the first episode of Radio House, where two childhood friends discuss records. I'm Anthony.
I'm Ben.
And today we're going to be listening to M83's album, HurryUp, We'reDreaming. This is their sixth studio album released in 2011. And have you heard of this album?
Yes.
Yes?
It's Fault in Our Stars.
It was in The Fault in Our
Wait
Stars.
is at the end. No, their reputation to me was like they make music for your sister.
I heard of Wait through Step Up, like one of the Step Ups. They had like two people kissing on a boat, and it was in there.
Nice.
To Wait, yeah. So another like romantic comedy sort of thing, except it was honestly the worst Step Up movie of all time. But I actually heard of this album before with the snowboarding, the Red Bull snowboarding Art of Flight.
Yeah.
And that's where both intro and outro were. And I remember like downloading, like I still had an MP3 player back then. I don't think I actually had an iPod, or it was either like my Android phone or something. But I downloaded a clip of outro that was only like a minute and a half long. So it like cut off at like the best part where it like breaks down and stuff. So I would just listen to that over and over again. The fact that I read about it, and I'll probably fact check this later, is that the M83 people wrote it in like a boy's point of view and a girl's point of view. Like those two are on the album. They're on the covers, on the sleeves of the records. And one, like, it's a double album, it's a double LP. So one side is from the boy's point of view growing up, and the other side's from the girl's point of view growing up. We're listening to this album on a Fluence record player with the Orthophone Blue cartridge. The speakers here, we have the Technics SBT200 alongside the Energy C3, and we got a PSB Subsonic 3 subwoofer woofing in the background.
Oh. Dude, I think it's the second song I don't like. You
don't like Midnight City?
Okay, I like Midnight City.
Okay.
It's another one. I'm thinking about... He sings like... Da, 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 da. I forget.
It's one of them.
Oops. I think this is the one I meant.
This is...
I think I always felt like as soon as the vocal came in, I was like, I don't like this as much.
Right. I feel like... Yeah, when this song was used as the outro, even though its name is intro, it was used as the outro shot for that Art of Flight, right? So... I don't like the screaming either, and now I realize he's kind of like this in every song. It's not like it's even like a one-off, but an outro just fits so much better. So much better than it usually does.
Outro almost feels like a more refined version of this idea. So if you listen to outro first, and then you go to this, it's like, I want to listen to outro now. I will say this, though. I think it's actually really smart on the filmmaking point of view to put this one as the ending of the movie.
It is.
Yeah, Art of Flight.
I
like
100% agree with you. Like, They did nothing wrong by using outro as the intro and intro as the outro. This would be an amazing song to end with, and I never knew why they put it. But like,
it almost makes me wish M83 did that.
But the thing is, outro is still a good outro. I don't think it would make as good of an intro. Like, intro just kind of throws you into this world.
How would you keep listening to the album after hearing outro?
Next is Midnight City.
Okay, I like this one, but I don't love this one. Maybe I'll change my mind.
I actually kind of agree with you. This was like a very popular song when we were in high school.
Yeah.
And I remember for the year, we had a year in video at St. John High every year. And you could just submit sort of videos. I think I submitted like 3 or 4 with some friends. But there was one time where me and 2 other guys, we decided to just like go to Sobeys and just buy a bunch of fruits and then go to the nature park and just like hit them with baseball bats. Like literally just play baseball with like fruits and vegetables.
Nice.
And when we like released a teaser for that on Facebook, everyone got really mad at it. Like we were almost canceled because they were like, why wouldn't you? We thought you were going to donate those to like homeless people or something like that. We wanted you to do some actual good with this food that you bought, but you just went ahead and just fucking, that's like slow-mo. Like, it was so good. And we didn't even know what we were making. We were just like, let's just fucking hit some fruits with baseball bats and film it. I got a slow motion camera. Let's go. And then everyone got so mad at it, so we just stopped in the progress. But I'm sure I'll find it, throw it up in the background. It's on my Facebook for sure.
Honestly, that's already what I thought about with this song. It was like specifically you hitting fruit with baseball bats.
Maybe you saw the video. And you're like, that's where I know the song from.
Or no, sorry. For the most part, do you think that the single and like hit off an album ages well? Because I'm of the opinion that they often don't age as well as like
the rest of the album.
Yeah.
I guess I'll say sometimes singles are needed because like they're catchy. They're one-off. They're usually not really attached to the album in the way that the rest of the album is. They're kind of just like a way to pull you in. It's like marketing, I would say.
They're almost less exhausting as a listener too. Like they're easier listens. They ask less of you.
Yeah.
Than like, I think that's why they get more mass appeal.
Right.
You don't have to give it too much attention compared to like a deep cut.
Exactly. It's just out of nowhere, sax solo.
You noticed it.
There's no other saxophone part in any other song, I don't believe. We'll fact check that.
He got kicked out of the band after after they realized how much better outro was. They're like, you gotta get out of here.
Yeah, dude. We thought we'd need you, but we don't. Midnight City will be the only thing we keep you in. That's because we can't take you out.
We don't really like singles in this band.
I don't like this song. This is where he screams a lot, and then there's like a child weirdly whispering.
Yeah, like, no offense to like church music. When their songs are just light rock, it's not offering anything for me.
I guess this is kind of like a Coldplay vibe.
Yeah.
I never thought of it that way. I've never put it into that perspective. But it is light rock. This is Imagine Dragons level of songwriting here.
And like, who wants to be called light rock?
I do like this song.
I would say with M83, if you can describe it as cinematic, I'm going to enjoy it.
Right. That's a good way of putting it.
We'll edit that whole part out.
Yeah, we'll just restart.
Everything I just said didn't happen.
No. They'll never know. I wouldn't even say we shit on Wait. We just kind of discussed it in. We heard it in this weird rom-com, so we didn't really. I mean, I liked it. I think I listened to it from the start.
I like a lot of upsetting music, but for some reason, this song is almost like hits
too hard.
Too hard that way. Yeah, it's like I didn't ask for this.
Right.
Dude, this visual's perfect.
Oh yeah. Space is a really good visual for this album. Maybe I'll just have it on in the background entirely the whole time back there.
Cool. I mean, saying a song is too much is really complimenting like the song in a way.
Yeah, it's a lot of like you weren't expecting to feel these emotions.
Yeah, no, like this. There's something still at least like triumphant about this song, so it makes it not too sad. Like,
it is. It's like you're overcoming.
Yeah.
Love the weird.
Yeah. Just every ad lib and like. It's this weird thing where it seems like on some songs they hit everything perfectly, and then on other songs it seems like they're willingly making it like half-baked. Which I don't know. How do you go from like perfect production to like?
I guess it's just filler content.
Yeah.
They were like, we have like I don't know. A lot of albums start off being like just like way too big, and then they cut stuff down. But then there's other ones that are like, fuck it, double LP release. We keep all the shitty things in because we like them. So maybe it's just something that relates to the artist more that we're not supposed to get. All right, side B. Oh, I fucking love this one. This is the story about the frog.
I love this one.
I know.
Yeah.
It just turns into such a vibe.
Yeah.
Every addition of new instruments really pulls you into it until it breaks.
The thing I love about this song is the synth part that comes in.
Yes.
Later.
Yeah.
And it's just 3 notes.
Yes.
And it's so perfect. Yeah. There was a version of this song where there was no talking at the beginning. Would you listen to it?
Probably.
Would you listen to it more?
Probably. Make a good point. I always like justify. I'm like, it's not that bad of a story.
No, yeah, it's like almost from like the album point of view. I'm like, I would be sad to take it out, but then I'm also just like, if you want to show people this band, you're like, not everyone will vibe with like little kids talking for like 2 minutes straight.
No. Yeah, it is a long song, and it gets to this point, and I think I have a playlist for songs like this. It's just called Weird Music, where it's
I need to follow you, dude,
I like it
on Spotify.
I use Apple Music now.
Never mind.
Oh, this is Train to Pluton.
Do you believe in objectivity with music?
Care to explain?
Is there such a thing as like something that you can definitely say is better than something else, and like feel like it's not just about what you think, but almost like it's true, whether you think it or not?
I mean, depending on like, are you comparing albums like side by side? Because if you do, because then there's like clearly like Froggy Fresh released a fucking banger in 2011, but it's like the rest of the album sucked ass because he's just a kid making music,
Right.
putting it on YouTube. There is bad music. When I make music, it's bad. There's nothing I can do. But like releasing it into the world won't, like, maybe there's some good ideas in it, but it won't make it objectively good. Like, there is good music and there's bad music. Just, I don't know. Is that like your question?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Is there such a thing as like good and bad
Yeah.
music?
I wouldn't say that, like, if you compare two really great albums to each other, that there's necessarily a loser. I don't think music should be compared like that.
Yeah.
Unless someone's blatantly ripping off someone else, which happens in rap a lot, and rap just gets really repetitive.
I would say this song for me right now, it's like, I'm not going to listen to it again.
No. Yeah.
Like, what's with this prog synth?
And also, I don't like his screaming in it. It's like,
Yeah.
20,000 years in my closet!
Like, it does boggle my mind that you can go from, like, mid to just writing, like, some of the most powerful songs, like, of our time.
Yes.
Essentially. Like,
Yeah.
That really, like, that's what makes me want to get philosophical, is, like, what makes something good versus not.
A hardcore M83 fan will not show up on this video I guess they are hoping to hear their exact opinions.
Dude, there's no such thing as an M83 fan, though. There's just people who love waiting out. I think it's more like this guy was a working musician, touring Europe, like pretty successful,
Right.
just doing his thing, and he stumbled onto like some of the greatest songs ever in the meantime.
Where?
He probably bawled his eyes out after writing 2 or 3 of these.
Yeah. I never thought of it that way. That's a really good point. And also, yeah, I like this song. It just comes out of nowhere with a hard drop and catchy drum and bass.
I'm liking this. I think when their music's instrumental, it's almost guaranteed I'll like it.
Yeah.
I think that the vocals...
Throw it off a little bit.
Okay,
for
this
you.
is the vocals, but
It's got some at the
it's
beginning.
serving the instrumental almost. I like that.
The vocals aren't the main focus of it. It's
Yeah.
the drop.
Yeah.
I always think my record broke here.
I feel like I've never had like the left and right difference effect as well as right now. Beautiful. I love that so much.
The strings are so nice.
Yeah. The ending of this song, I really like this part with the reverse and stuff, but it's not. It almost feels like a sad ending to the song because there's something so like hopeful and optimistic feeling
In the middle.
And then this feels like almost like
pulling it away.
It's
from
fading
you.
away from you again.
Right.
Yeah. So that I would definitely say for me that one's like not far beneath outro and how much I enjoy
Well,
it.
think about it this way: when it's both LP, the girl side and the boy side, this is the outro to her world.
Oh,
This
that's
is
cool.
this is the outro song for this
That's interesting.
first LP.
Yeah.
This is one of the first albums that I bought when I started collecting records, and it was really hard to find in stores, and so I had to this was my first time using Discogs, and
What's
buying.
Discogs?
It's like a vinyl storing.
Oh shit! I have
library.
used them. I've used them. Yeah.
So I bought it from there. It came from Norway.
Yeah.
And I could have waited like just 2 years for the re-released version of it to come out, but I don't know, I like the old album art more than the new album art, but it's the same kids, they both grew up, and they recreated the album art 10 years later, which is really,
That's
really cool.
Yeah. Okay, I like this one.
I like this one too. It's a good intro.
Not huge on the vocal melody, TBH.
Yeah. But like you didn't like the vocals in intro either.
Yeah.
So this is kind of the same. I do
You know what's
love
funny
this.
is I like his voice. It's actually like almost the melodies that he chooses to sing sometimes that I don't love. I feel like it wouldn't take if you had like a dedication to become a good musician. I don't think it would take you long compared to most people.
I feel like I have enough like musical background that I could easily get into it if I really wanted
Because
to.
I feel like you're a musical person, but I also feel like what you may be doing is almost like your ear is more advanced than you're playing, so you don't like anything you do.
Absolutely, yes.
So this sounds like light jammy rock, which seems like I wouldn't like it for M83, but I'm loving this.
It's got a good vibe to it, yeah.
Yeah.
I like this vocal.
Yeah, me too.
He had good, what is it called, harmonies to himself, and it just sounded really nice. It was a good melody too.
I would say this is a song that is still kind of like in the mid category,
Yeah.
but I might actually listen to it again.
Yeah.
Just because like I want more songs on my playlist, and this one will do for a while.
Yeah.
But after writing outro and wait, they should have just not written the 10 other ones.
Oh, dude, there's 22 songs on this album.
Okay, so even on paper, this makes sense though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, on paper it'll make perfect sense because we'll go through it in the rating system.
So why did they make it so bloated? Did they not think it was
it's a double LP.
Were they expecting it to be like a big album? Like popular? Were they expecting it to
I don't think so.
go viral?
I just think they wanted they wanted to write a story, and they wanted the same story from two different perspectives. So
Okay.
the last song that we listened to, New Map, was like a direct comparison to Midnight City,
Yep.
and they sounded very similar in that way too.
So that changes my perspective a little bit. I guess I see, since this album is so big, I figured maybe he was at a point in his career where that was expected of him. But
Well, sixth album. Someone's probably, I don't know how.
but they probably weren't like a global name fully
No,
at that point.
they're from France, I think.
It's probably this album that got them there.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like this is their sixth album, and I don't know what comes before this. I know like two more M83 albums, Funk, because it's got a really crazy album art that I saw a super HD picture of. It was like really detailed. I don't like it. I'll throw it up there. But and then I know Amnesia.
Yeah.
I think that one came out last year.
I'm enjoying this one, and I don't know it.
This is Another Wave from You. Or Splendor.
Here's the thing, though. I think I could use a bathroom break.
Are we near the end? I think we're near the end of the side.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I like this raw fucking piano.
This album has some nice mood chillers. It sounds like Minecraft music almost.
it's tickling my fancy, but I'm just a little bit. I just really have to pee.
Yeah. We'll give you that in a sec. You're gonna have to be sitting here for another 3 minutes.
That's all good.
This kind of choir reminds me of like Carol of the Bells or something like that.
Yeah, very. Like, do you think it's all just him?
No.
No.
I think he got either the kids from the album art or.
Oh yeah, I was hearing it different. I was hearing it as like a bunch of his falsetto, but I think
I
you're
think it's
right.
like it's just kids.
Yeah. Dude, I can't make it. I gotta use it.
I hate that he's fucking just screaming random shit into the mic. I don't like this song.
You don't?
No.
I'm trying to get into it. Part of me is like,
the melody was kind of weird in that specific one part where I said that I didn't like it.
yeah.
This part's kind of cool. This bit breakdown. Oh, I like. I like the synths on this one.
Yeah, this is cool.
It's a short one. This is what I would call like an interlude.
I like this, like, considering we took a break and we're like back in it, this one's drawing me back in much better than the last one did.
Yeah, the last one's just kind of.
The other one was like
a
getting
lot.
punched in the head a bit.
Steve McQueen, I don't know any lore about this song, but it's pretty loud, and I would be okay with never listening to it again.
Dude, so far this side is not drawing me in.
No, but it gets better.
Yeah.
I always like, when I listen to this vinyl, I usually skip some sides, and I think with this one I just skipped Echoes of Mine.
Yeah.
I feel like having the lyrics on screen actually kind of helps. I've never like listened to what he was saying in the background before.
Yeah, I used to not like this song. I'm enjoying it this time, but I wasn't sure if it was because the lyrics or
I think this is what I like. I said that I didn't like this song, but now I'm reading it and it's beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
The lyrics really do change. Like even if you don't understand what he's saying, if you know what he's saying,
They're very just, yeah, they're genuine.
yeah.
I love all the subtitles are in French.
Well, yeah. It's the lyrics.
I thought it was gonna be the translation.
No, that's why I asked if you knew French.
Je m'endors quelques minutes tout au plus, et quand je me réveille, le soleil est là. Le nouveau bougie illuminé me l'attente.
Okay, this is fucking sick.
I fucking love this song.
They're doing that punch in the head thing, but it works this time.
But it's
Yeah.
pleasant. I want them to keep doing it.
Yeah.
What I really like about when she's telling the poem is the beat. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
It feels like a heartbeat.
Yeah.
And the story is about a lady who died, like as she was going home.
Yeah.
And it's so beautiful.
It also goes hard as fuck.
It does go hard as fuck.
And having both those at the same time, it's just so like.
This one just goes. It's just an unnecessary interlude, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. It's a little loud, but especially when you're trying to go to outro, and then you hit like the very last part of the song, and it's just like this bum 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 bum, and then you're like, no. I just want to listen to outro in peace, and now I'm scared.
Dude, it's I'm like amused at how inconsistent this album is. I would
Yeah,
say.
it just they'll throw random upbeat tempos before a really cinematic, beautiful, incredible song.
Yeah. You do like EDM, right? Some.
Yeah,
Yeah.
depends on.
Because I would say the song makes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the blend. Oh, this one we're just gonna have to full blast this one. This is what we're here for. This is
Yeah.
why this episode exists. It all like we just spent that whole hour and a half waiting for this moment
Yeah.
because it's just so amazing. Literally nothing has to be said about the song. It's actually so perfect that we can't say anything. We just have to listen to it.
That's true.
It's literally half this episode is going to be us just vibing to outro. And that's it, saying nothing. Out of the 22 songs, what do you rate it? I had 8 for the first side and 7 for the other. That gives me 15. 15 out of 22 is my rating there.
Okay. So mine would be 13.
All right, so overall ratings 15.
I'll have to write it down.
So yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I gave that a 15 out of 22 my first listen through as well. I think I gave it a B rating. Definitely an excellent album. Something I've listened to many times, but it is one of the albums where I like skip a few things if I don't want to listen to them.
I will say there was less weak songs than I kind of remembered. They're in there. Sometimes there's a couple in a row, but like I thought it used to be like 75% of the album. Now I would say it's maybe 40%.
Yeah. You weren't expecting to actually. I think it's because when you sit through an entire album from the start to the finish, it makes sense in a way where songs picked out at random, you're like, this is weird.
Totally.
Weird.
Yeah.
It sounds weird. I don't like it. I'm not going to listen to it. But when it kind of blends into the rest of the album, it makes it a more enjoyable listening experience. But that being said, sometimes when you add these songs to your playlist or things like that, they won't make sense out of place, and that's why I do like listening to albums, and that's why I do recommend listening to this album all the way through as like its own spiritual experience, I guess.
Definitely, yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for tuning in to the first episode of Radio House, where we talk about this absolute goldmine of an album. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see where this takes us. Maybe we'll get a huge following. Maybe we'll just do this for our friends. I like making videos just for my friends to see anyway, so
Yeah.
this will just be like a fun little project. And I do like talking about music, and I like having someone to talk with who is also similar taste in music. But yeah, absolutely. We'll see you all again next time. Catchy outro.